What's going on, YouTube? Claic Yuzolt back again with another Final Fantasy Brave Exvius banner review, and hear me out on this one. Just listen to it, make your own decision. It's not just another finisher, it's not just another damage dealer. We're talking about CG Sid, and he's pretty good. Let's get into it. Alright everyone, before we get into the video, I just want to give everybody a quick shot of my new tattoo. Just got home with this bad boy. Very, very nice. Hurt a lot, especially when they came around the bone here. Just a quick shot there for everybody out there. It's awesome. But I drove yesterday 5 hours, stayed in a hotel, went and got my tattoo, got tattooed for about 5 hours, then drove home, and now I'm doing this video. So if I make any mistakes, cut me a little slack. Let's get into the banner review and have some fun. Alright guys, so this banner is going to be a bit different. Remember, it does have a different kind of step up, meaning you guys are going to be able to do it twice with a guaranteed 5-star at the end. We have a 3-star on the banner called Falma. Falma has an amazing TMR for Dragoons. It's going to be Flapping Wings, attack 30, big attack stat on an accessory, along with increasing jump damage 50%. When we're building CG Sid or any of the Dragoons out there you love, you really want to pick one of these up. Besides that, nothing too crazy here to go on about as a character-wise, besides being really cool looking, I guess. I do love all these sprites. You know, it's like a explorer kind of, maybe even, yeah, kind of like a Tomb Raider look in a way, but a pilot. Anyway, Flapping Wings is the way to go. You want to get one of them. All right, next up we have Nagflar, which is going to be a 4 to 6 star physical attacker. Looking at the TMR, Dwarf General's Helmet, attack 34, defense 37, confused nullification. That's a pretty solid helmet there for you guys to be picking up. Solid helm TMR. Again, it's just a TMR. So if you guys are out there looking for a high attack helm, add a little bit of defense, add a nullification to a status effect you guys need, it's going to be great here with the confused resist there to help build up those resistances. Talking about him altogether, though, not the greatest of all of units. Can chain with Pile Driver. So for all the Eileen fans out there, you guys are going to have somebody else to chain with. Let's see what all you got here on this list. You actually have a lot more than that. Eileen, Lara Croft, Explorer Eileen, Camille, Atoni Dragoon Kane, Shinju, Lyneth, Leopold, Sighart, and Nagflar now is going to be a part of this. So that's pretty cool. You know, again, not going to be the greatest unit in the world, especially with the 7-star meta and things like that. However, possibly looking into the future when we go to 3-star to 4-star base dungeons, if you like Pile Driver and you want to chain with it, maybe Nagflar's your guy. Next up, we have Bob Ross, and it's actually not Bob Ross, it's the female Bob Ross, Melete, alright? So, very much Bob Ross-esque character, has the afro, but it's red, paints, even pulls out a canvas and paints on it for you. Going to be a support unit. We're going to look at the TMR here, artistic. Increase magic 30%, decrease MPUs 10%. Nothing too crazy, nothing too fantastic here. We've had a lot of Maj 30s with some things thrown on top of it. We have a lot of higher Mages, but defense MPUs reduced by 10%. Could be pretty critical when we're talking about quad casting or pincer casting or triple casting, all that kind of stuff. Maybe that does add up to be something really great you might want to throw in a unit. So that's really up to you and how you want to work around with that. Scrolling on down through the abilities, we do have a lot of resistance buffs we can get from her, right? If they're going to be at 60%, that's pretty high for a 4-star base unit, I guess, especially with the elemental coverage that we have here. We have lightning and water, fire and ice, wind and earth, light and dark resist. We have a sketch ability here that's going to be a little abnormal. It's going to have some MP regen along with some kind of other ability it's going to cast along with it. Again, 25% relying on it's going to be a little rough there. It would be great if she could W cast these abilities. I know you're asking for a lot from a 4 to 6 star, but that'd be pretty interesting. Let's see if we have any passive here that lets her W cast. It doesn't seem like it. Looking at her other abilities, we got break resist here. Increase all status elements by 70% or 50. But remember, it could be just increase all status elements. These all are actually pretty baller, but when it comes time for when you're in a trial, you really need to specifically pick one of these, and that's going to be the problem here with this. She does decrease defense and spirit by 74% when maxed out LB, though, so it could be something to look forward to in the future. You know, if you don't have a breaker on your team, or in the future when we need 3 to 4 stars on our team to do breaking. So I could see Melete having a little bit more of a role in your squad. Not really right now, but in the future when we have 3 to 4 star based dungeons. And last but not least, we have Big Daddy Sid, 5-star base going up to 7-star, damage dealing finisher, physical attacker Dragoon. Looking at the TMR, we have Hero's Vow Wind, which is something we're going to want to pick up, throw on him, or any Dragoon really. Increase equipment attack 50%, so it's going to be 50% true double hand. Increase jump damage 75%. and increase LB gauge 50%. So sadly, this does not stack on global. You used to be able to stack this up on JP and go nuts with it, obviously for high damage, high jump damage. If you guys didn't know, the jump damage cap is 800%. It's not 300, it's not 400, it's 800. So anytime you want to build up that jump damage, we get something new, throw it on City, it's going to be doing a ton of damage. Next up, his STMR is Sky Feather. This is a attack 175 spear. Wind, so it's going to have the damage element there, the damage modifier added onto your damage calculation, along with being able to have an element attached to it with the wind element. So he does imperil wind if you want him to do it, or you could have another unit do it for him, and it has a high attack stat on it. Now, when we're talking about Sid's build, I do believe you want Stas's spear, which is going to be Aranea's TMR, to be the best on him as is, but we'll talk about that in a minute when we talk about his build, okay? Moving on down through his abilities, he really is super simple to use, okay? He's really not going to be the greatest unless you get him 7-star, so I want to say that now. 6-star, not that great, because we really need this ability here, Sky Dragon Squall. 4-turn cooldown, which means 3 turns, counting the turn that you use it. Negate 1 physical damage taken for 1 turn to all allies. You're going to cast this. What this does is it enables all of his other abilities to kind of become a little bit stronger. You see, Sky Dragon Squall, Sky Dragon Squall. So it makes his jumps a little bit more powerful. We look over 2 of his jumps here. We have Aerial Shot and Downforce. Essentially what they're going to do is you can see that they can decrease magic and spirit 60%, or attack and defense is the other side here for 2 turns to each enemy. And then it does a little bit of damage, and it's a time jump, so you're going to be able to time that in when you come down. If you use it after Sky Dragon Squall, you're going to have a decrease of 74% for 3 turns either one of these. So he can kind of be a breaker, and we get about a 10 times multiplier, which isn't bad. What you guys want to be doing, though, is you want to be casting Sky Dragon Squall turn 1. Then you want to go up here to the, what is this called? The Spine Shatter Dive 0+. If you look at this, if you cast it without casting Sky Dragon Squall, you're going to be waiting 15 turns, which is terrible. But if we cast it after casting that cooldown ability, it is an 18.5 times jump delay multiplier. What does that mean for us, guys? It means that we're going to get all that jump bonus damage on top of this insanely giant 18.5 times time jump, meaning he can come down at any point in time. He becomes so powerful. Because in global, while we can't stack it as high as JP, we can still stack up relatively easy a lot of jump percent bonus damage to it. And he has a lot in his kit anyway. So essentially, turn 1, you're going to cast the Sky Dragon Squall right here. Turn 2, you're going to jump in the air with a Spine Shatter Dive Plus. So he's going to go up in the air. Turn 3, you're coming down with this giant multiplier with ton of bonus damage added onto it. Probably a chain, because you're going to be finishing off a chain more than likely. If you have an imperil on the enemy and you've imbued him or you're using a elemental weapon on him, you're going to get that added on it. He does so much damage, and look how easy he is to use. On top of that, so you cast it's a 4-turn cooldown. So after that turn, it's 3. So then we go here and we cast Sky Shatter. We're in the air. 2, right? And then 1, you cast it, you come down. Then you can cast this again and keep the damage flowing. Now, it is going to be, you know, turn 3, turn 6, turn 9, and things like that. But it's so much damage, it doesn't even matter. You're going to be one-shotting so much stuff with this. And it's just even without chaining, even without having high damage dealing chainers, you guys put double pod on somebody. As long as you build up that multiplier up to have him smash down with it, he's not like a normal finisher because he does so much damage. 18.5 times, right? Giant multiplier, what you guys are thinking. But you're not counting in the like 500% easily obtainable bonus jump damage that you can give him, okay? Let's go ahead and scroll down. He has other abilities, which you can look into if you would like, but I wanted to give his general thing that he's going to be doing. We're going to put a spear in his hand, and I do believe it's going to be Stas's spear if you have Aranea. Attack 50% up. Increase physical damage against beast 50%. One of the things I do want to point out is he does have an ability here that increases physical damage against beast by 200%, okay? It's going to be on a time jump delay. He's going to come back down. So if you're fighting a beast, you probably are casting this bad boy right here, getting that beast damage up. And on top of that, if we look at this move right here, that's not counting in killer abilities that are going to add even more damage to this, which is going to be absolutely insane. I'm telling you guys, busted damage. Increased spear at 20%, increased wind resist 50%, more spear added on stats here. Increase to blind and confuse. Okay, we got to confuse, and blind's kind of shitty to mess around with too. If we look here, increased jump damage 150% passively he gets in his kit. He has a lot of attack buffs too. Increased attack 50%, so he has 50% true double hand already. Going on down, if we have his TMR equipped, okay? If we put this bad boy on, it's going to be 100 more. So we take this 100, we add in the 50, then we add the 50 we get from his TMR. That's going to be 200% that he gets just in his kit, because you get the unit, you can get his TMR, right? And then you put it in his kit, he's got 200% there. On top of that, he has 150% jump damage. Then he gets 50% more here, so that's going to be 200. And then we move up here to what his TMR gives him, and it's going to be 75. So it's going to be like 275 bonus damage on jump just from his TMR being equipped. I'm not talking about the other stuff we're going to be able to put on him, okay, guys? He is a beast and a half. And you know what? He hates beast even more if you put his TMR on him. So if you're talking about taking down a beast, this guy will nail it. We do have some LB fill rate and some LB damage up. If we go down to his LB, it is... you know, it looks like big damage. It also has wind attached to it. It's going to be 28 with the ignore defense if you level up. One hit, finisher move. Problem being is it's not a jump damage, right? It doesn't say jump damage. So you're not going to get your jump damage bonus. So most of the time you're going to be going with this. I mean, if you get into it, you get an imperil going on. You hit him with this. Hey, bada bing, bada boom. That's going to be great for you. So overall, he's so easy and does so much damage and is so fun to use. Honestly, I recommend him for you guys out there who are looking for a damage dealer, looking to have fun. Now, don't get me wrong. Holding off for a unit like Axar, great. But Sid doesn't lose that much value. Even with enhancements, he still is a top damage dealer. He's very strong. You're not wasting your lapis. You're not wasting your tickets here getting this guy. And he's very easy to use. He can be used in a lot of situations. When we're talking about his build, the reason I was saying it's pretty easy is because you take Stas's Spear with RNA, right? That's a TMR. Now, I know it's a 5-star base, but that's just a TMR. It's no STMR. Then you go down to his accessories, and we're putting on the P-Wing, or that's what I call it, the P-Wing, but we're putting on the 3 stars TMR over here. Where's it at? Falma's TMR, right? We get that. Flapping Wing, we're throwing that on him. Then we're putting on Dragoon's Gauntlet that has bonus damage on it, bonus jump damage, and we get that from keys in the storyline, okay? Then you move over his TMRs, right? So you're going to have to put a hat and a shirt on him. Okay, then you move over to his materia slots. You're going to throw his TMR on. Automatically, right? Then you're going to put on Veritas of the Wind, it's TMR, so it's him in his Veritas form. You're going to throw that on because that's going to be extra bonus damage. And then after that, you're just going to put on some more True Double Hand, or you can even build him True Dual Wield if you wanted, because, yeah, you know, he's not, it's not like he is W casting anything. He's just coming up and coming down. So you can do that if you want. Then you throw another killer on him, right? Now we have a killer materia slot that we could take advantage of. Or maybe you just throw 2 killers on him because you don't give a crap about True Double Hand. I don't know, you just want to throw killers on. So it's really up to you how you want to build him. He's so easy. So if you look at that build I just told you, it requires 3 TMRs, 1 from a 3-star, or 4 TMRs, excuse me. 1 from a 3-star, 1 from Sid himself, so you already have that. And the 1 from the 3-star you probably get on the banner you're summoning with Sid. Veritas of the Wind, I know a lot of people have that. And Stas's Spear is a little bit rough for people that don't have RNA, but if you do, there you go. Stas's Spear is going to give him that bonus damage as well. Overall, I'm very excited about Sid. Yes, I will be pulling Friday night, 8 p.m. on my stream. Hopefully my tattoo doesn't stop me from doing that. Like it hurts too bad or something. I don't think so. And I'm going to be getting him because he's very, very cool. I very much enjoy him. So overall, guys, what do I think about this banner? I think it's definitely a pull worthy, especially with the upgraded, you know, step up. Now, again, hold up. Axar's probably next month, right? He should be the next story unit after Sid. That's the way it works in the cards. Also, just for clarity, Xenogears is probably at the end of this month or the beginning of next month. So if you just want to hold out for Xenogears, I think Sid stacks up well in damage-wise. And I think he's very easy to use and very easy to build for most of you guys out there. So it's really going to be up to you what you guys want to do with it. We also need to figure out if the rainbow on his banner is rated up, right? The guaranteed rainbow at the end has the 5x Sid rate up. And you guys can figure that out by going to drop rates tomorrow when this banner hits. So tomorrow at like 3 a.m. after the time rolls over, check it out. See if it has a rate up. I'm sure Reddit will tell you or whatever. But overall, I'm definitely pulling. I think it's a fun unit. Again, very easy to build, very easy to use. So if you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. Comment down below if I did a good job after having like 0 sleep. I did my best. And subscribe for future content. We'll catch you guys in the next video.